Saturday, the 18th of November at 6:30 p.m. Hear her new album at GemmaAdams.org.
Every angel has a past.
Hi, I'm Russ Moore with Pike Mill. Our relationship with WOCA started in 2009. WOCA is family-friendly, community-involved station. When we moved to our new location on 17th Street in October of 2016, of course, we went to WOCA so they could tell everybody our new location. The folks at WOCA really care about their clients and want them to be successful. For all of your shipping needs, call Pike Mill, and to tell the Ocala area about your business, call WOCA, because WOCA radio gets results.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Here is your 30-second news brief. The Marion County Commission voted yesterday for Kathy Bryant as chairwoman and Michelle Stone as vice chair, marking the first time women have held both positions at the same time. Former Major League Baseball pitcher Roy Halladay died in a plane crash off St. Petersburg. Florida lawmakers have approved a bill to crack down on sanctuary cities, and Disney World starts its holiday celebration tomorrow, including a Christmas tree 7 stories tall. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Wednesday, sunshine mixing with clouds and warm with a high of 82 to 86. Partly cloudy skies Wednesday night, lows in the low 60s inland, upper 60s along the coast. Another nice day on Thursday with sun and clouds and a high of 81 to 85. For Friday, clouds and some sun and not as warm with a shower possible, the high 75 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
This thing on? Hello. Hey, this is Nunzio, and I want to invite you to the Ocala Civic Theater to see me and Frank and Emma and Aida and, our grandson Nicky in a play called Over the River and Through the Woods. It's a comedy, very heartwarming. It's about your favorite grandparents, us. We're on stage through November 12th. Get your tickets when you call 352-236-2274 or get them on the internet thing, at okalacivictheater.com. Grazie.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you right now?
On my way to Gainesville. I'm on 75 somewhere.
All right, so we have a topic for you today, but there's also a baseball player that died yesterday I wanted to ask you about a little bit, so I'm sure you know that story, right?
Yeah, Roy Halladay.
So we'll kind of put that on the back burner just for a second here. How's the blood supply right now?
We're okay. We're kind of right at a 4.5-day blood supply. We really need O negs and O negative blood types, and we need platelets. That's where we're at. So please just get out there, roll up your sleeves, and donate blood so we can get through these holidays.
Donate blood, yeah. Save some lives. Yeah, this is the time. It's hard to believe. I mean, I don't know when officially there is no official beginning to the holidays. It used to be the Thanksgiving parade. That was the kickoff because there's Santa Claus. He's arriving in town. Now Santa Claus is here in the mall already.
Yeah.
Disney says tomorrow is the beginning of the holidays, and they go all the way through the 31st. So it's just interesting. A 7-story Christmas tree. We were trying to figure out if that was taller than Cinderella's castle. We're not sure. Yeah. So tell me about was it Roy Halladay?
Yeah, Roy Halladay. I mean, he was a pitcher. Won 2 Cy Youngs. Won in the National League and the American League, which is a pretty rare feat. Played for the Phillies. Played for the Toronto Blue Jays. I'd never met him, obviously, but from everything that you read, people thought he was a great guy, and he died in a plane crash in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, he was alone, apparently. Usually when you hear about these airplane crashes, they're like experimental aircraft, but this was a vehicle that he bought, I guess. In fact, they featured him in a TV ad with his wife I got the soundbite from that actually earlier. I don't know if I can find it, but she says in the ad, I didn't want him to get it at first. And
yeah, probably.
I'm guessing she's telling the truth. Yeah. Wow.
And I mean, I'm sure they'll look into it, and find out exactly what was the cause. But the guy was only 40 years old.
40,
hadn't been retired. Hadn't been retired very long, so he hadn't been out of baseball for a while. But yeah, it's just it's a tragedy, no doubt.
It says here, the Tampa Bay Times says rescuers found his plane upside down in shallow water, tangled in mangroves, 10 miles off the coast. I didn't realize that 10 miles off the coast it would still be shallow enough to have mangroves.
Oh, sure. Well, they have all those shoals and stuff.
Yeah.
So, these little islands that pop up. Yeah.
Wow, I wonder if that was part of the problem. I mean, Dan would know the kind of plane. Icon 4A5. I wonder if that's one of those ones that can land in the water. I don't know.
I don't think it's it's a seaplane. No.
Well, anyway. All right, so on the lighter side, Glamour magazine has given us men some rules.
Good, because that's where I go for all of my women's advice and Glamour. I mean,
yeah.
It used to be Cosmo, now it's Glamour.
But Cosmo might have different rules.
Is Cosmo still out? Yeah.
I think
those different, or are they the same?
Are they?
Oh, okay.
No, they're two different magazines.
I have no idea.
Cosmopolitan and Glamour.
Do you know, I used to know a guy. I want to tell you something, and I don't want anybody to be influenced by what I'm about to say, because I don't know that this is true. But I knew a guy who was a big shot with the New York Times. And he also had been doing work for whatever the company was that published the National Enquirer. There was another parent name. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, he told me that the tabloids do have stories in there that they have not confirmed. So it is possible that you'll read a story that is absolutely true. Of course, Bat Boy or whatever his name was, that's one story that comes to mind. But he said, but the National Enquirer had a policy that if it was on the front page, it would be that it was true. Okay? So that I'm talking about in the 70s. This guy has since passed away, and I don't know if they still hold to that policy. But yesterday, what did I see on the cover? That Lee Harvey Oswald was with the CIA.
Yes.
So I don't know. I don't know if they are good. So I'm just saying. I don't know.
Well, I think they've proven that the CIA was interested in him because the guy went to Russia. He went to Russia and tried to defect to Russia. I think the CIA was very well.
Well, and you're saying that's pretty important what you're saying, because in other words, the fact that it was with the CIA doesn't mean the CIA was behind the shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the big question, isn't it?
Wow. Okay. So you ready for the women's rules for sex and relationships?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
I need this. I need this.
Now this is because of Harvey Weinstein and all these other guys.
I'm a 47-year-old married man. I need this. Yes.
So this is information because apparently we as men are not behaving properly. And this is not a joke, by the way. This is actually their rules. So and they want, and you're hitting on another good point. Obviously, this is for younger guys or single guys anyway. Robin,
you really think like a 20-something-year-old man is reading this?
No,
that'll be interesting.
No. But I think 20-something-year-old women contributed to this.
I wonder what the demographic for Glamour magazine is.
Yeah, really. What do you think, Rob? Is that a teenage magazine or?
No, that's between 18 and 24, I think.
Oh, so it's a young woman's magazine.
For Glamour, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because that's, anybody older than 24, right. You don't want to look like your daughter.
Men, if she says she isn't ready for a relationship, believe her. Robin, any feedback?
Yep.
Believe
Never
her.
have a date.
I think so. Yeah.
Galen?
I do think that's correct.
You know that's code for I'm not interested in you.
Necessarily. Here's the truth. The truth is that at some point you have to just say, well, we're going on a second date. I mean, that doesn't mean you're some monster, and that's not sexual harassment.
No.
Well, sometimes you got to ask for the second date.
So that second date, she says no. You just say, great, I'll find somebody else.
Yeah.
But I think...
Well, I don't know. It depends on
See, I know you're saying what we all should be saying. I mean, this is the way men think. Oh, I can change her mind.
Yeah.
I got to show her the real me.
Persistence pays off, but not in a
it does. Look, my wife was my friend for like 4.5 months before she dated me. Mm-hmm. I grew on her like mold. That's what you have to
do. You see, and that kind of contradicts number 2. Number 2 is...
Sure does, yes. Yeah.
By the way, Robin said this is a young woman's magazine. I'm guessing it's young women in bigger cities, because number 2 is women are like subway trains. Don't run after them. Another one is on its way. So in other words, if I tell you, if she tells you the rule from number 1, I'm not interested in a relationship, wait for the next train.
So you're telling me that women don't want to be pursued?
That's what they're telling me. That's not what me.
Robin, is that true?
Is it true?
I think that's the underlying message here. I think you and Galen are absolutely right that women, they're going to get angry if you don't step up and ask them for another date.
But that
you gotta pursue them.
That contradicts what they're saying.
You gotta pursue them. Yeah, this person doesn't know it. They're obviously single.
All right,
you gotta chase them down sometimes.
Number 3.
They want to be pursued. They want to be wanted.
Ladies, anybody want to comment on this?
There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
exactly. Women.
We had 3 women in here earlier besides Robin, so we had 4 women. We should have.
You got to remember. You got to find that. I don't know. This radio station's demographics isn't 20-something-year-old women. But
not here. No.
Yeah.
We have our share.
Yes.
We have our share. They come in and win prizes. All right. Ready?
Yes.
Find someone you want to sit next to for the rest of your life. That's what that's their advice.
I agree with that. Yeah, but you're not going to do that unless you pursue them. You get to date like 3.
From a friend perspective, no, I do agree with that. You do have to pursue.
See, that's the one thing. That's the word the man doesn't want to hear.
Yeah, but if you want to sit next to them for the rest of your life, you still have to be friends. It can't be.
You don't want to be stuck in the friend zone, Larry, but you still want to be friends.
Right.
That's a big difference.
Exactly.
You still want to laugh with each other and just be goofy.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
At some point, you got to get to second base.
All right. Here's what I have to ask everybody. What do you think? Don't be with a pretty woman just to be with any woman. Don't be with a pretty woman just to be with any woman. What?
What?
Arm candy.
Mean?
What does that mean? Don't be with a pretty woman just to be with any woman. Oh, you're only with her because she's pretty.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what she's saying.
Yeah. Well,
or just be with any woman.
Sometimes.
You've got to be attracted to each other. You have to be attracted to each other.
And sometimes it doesn't work out. If you're dating if a fella is dating a pretty woman, she might be not so nice. And vice versa. If a woman is dating a handsome guy, he might not be not so nice. They might be all surface and nothing deep. So you gotta, you gotta click and look for the deep.
All right, number 5.
Pretty pictures in your Facebook post.
Number 5. If she doesn't laugh with you, at least sometimes she's not your woman. If she doesn't laugh with you.
Oh, I agree with that.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you agree with that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I know some married men.
When you have my face and body, you better make them laugh.
That's funny. Yeah, can you imagine trying? Come on, you're not funny at all. Oh, man.
Oh, I've been on many dates where I'm like, okay, look, I said, this is all I got is my humor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm never going to be rich.
Yeah, but you don't make a living with your humor. Can you imagine if Jerry Seinfeld, for example, finds that...
I think at a point, you have to be entertaining. How about that? I made my living trying to be entertaining.
Yes, you have. All right, number 6 is pretty straightforward. Love her. Love her. 2 words.
No matter what.
Yeah, love her. That's a good one, yes. Number 7, 3 words. Listen.
Now, if you're dating, right? Loving her no matter what, that's not an option. I mean, that you can.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Once you're married, then you pull the no matter what is on the table. But
okay, so your son comes to you and he says, "Hey, Dad, I found this article. It was in the trash at the radio station."
Yeah.
And
right.
And I'm looking at number 6. Do I have to love her? I just got started. What do you tell? What do you tell him?
No, love takes a long time, and love is layered.
Yeah, so respect her.
You know what I mean?
Respect her.
Yeah, you always got to respect her, but you don't have to love her until, you know.
There you go. Okay. Number 7 is listen to her. Listen to her.
Yeah. Listening is different than hearing.
I never thought,
Right.
that-
Oh, my gosh.
except in talk radio, that the man was the bigger talker. Usually when I see couples, the woman is always the bigger talker.
Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean, but it's like what Robin said. You know, you hear, you don't listen.
Yeah. You got to
I do this
listen.
every day. Every day I'm not listening.
You can't listen. You can't listen to everything. You just can't.
I listen better.
Your mind
right
would
now.
literally melt in your brain.
All right, here's number 8. The right woman is your...
The goal is to just not get caught not listening.
Oh!
That's the key.
Oh.
There you go.
That's what you say to your son. Hey, look, make sure it looks like you're listening. At least pretend you're listening.
No, because then he would tell his mama.
Oh!
Now I've got a
Yeah,
problem.
Then
don't
you're
want
in
that.
trouble.
You
Got
don't
to
want
be smart about that. He's not at the age where I can give him that kind of sage.
See, so at the beginning when you said this is not for you because you're married, you were right, but you do have 2 sons. So we have to go over this list for them. Okay. Number 8, the right woman is like your favorite shirt. You know right away if it fits. So
Yeah, you do.
So what does that imply?
You feel it. You
I
got
don't-
this chemistry.
I don't like the analogy because that means you're going to throw away the old shirt that's going to wear out. But I like the idea. I like the idea that it's going to fit. Yeah, I think you. I mean, I told my wife I was going to marry her on our first date.
What'd she say?
I wonder what she thought.
She just looked at me like I was crazy. But she knew.
If
Hey,
you
chemistry.
treat her like a woman, she will treat you like a man. There you go. That's got a lot of questions in that one.
That goes back to the respect thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
You can't be a mom to the man you love. You just can't
No.
be that mom role. I just
Well, but that's, you know, when you have young kids, that's a tough obstacle to overcome because, you know, there's mom is in a lot more demand than the wife. So that's a good point, Robin.
Yeah. So how do you let her know that the wife is in demand? You put up a sign?
Oh, she has to feel like a wife.
Oh,
a
okay,
woman.
okay. So that's what these.
I mean, that's. But you have to make her feel that way. Yeah, I mean, it's that whole thing.
That's what these rules are for. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just you know, she's just a brooding mare.
So I don't
That's
think-
what my wife told me.
by the way, there's nothing about
oh, she
sex.
had a brooding mare.
There's nothing about sex
I
in
just
here.
feel like I'm here to do nothing but to bring children into this world.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number 10. Respect yourself. Make her your everything, or you will become only her something. Respect yourself.
Okay.
Make her your everything. Okay. So, or you will become her only something. Okay, got it.
But isn't that that's a paradox, right? You can't become her everything and then you still have a piece of yourself. I think you want, no matter what, you have to be true to who you are first. You have to love yourself first. You have to.
Well, that's what the
respect
first
yourself.
2 words. Respect yourself and make her
Yeah.
your everything.
Yeah, you can't
But I
lose
don't
your
know-
identity.
That's well said, Robin. That's better. Well said. You just can't become whatever she wants you to be. You have to still be yourself.
All right, next one, number 11. Oh, this is a good one. If she is into bad boys, that is her problem. See rule number 2. Rule number 2 is the one about subway trains. There's another one coming on the way. So if she's only into bad boys, that's her problem. Don't stick around. What if you are the bad boy?
That's right. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you could be a bad boy for a while.
What if you are Johnny Depp?
Didn't Rick James sing about that? You know, the kind that you don't bring home to mama?
Well, Donny Osmond tried it. It didn't work for him. Remember, he
Yeah,
put on
yeah.
that leather jacket and had that little stubble on his chin, and he thought he was like the bad boy. It's like, oh no, you're just you're never gonna
Still
make
Donny
that grade.
Osmond.
Here's an
Yeah.
interesting one. Keep your male friends.
How bad of a boy can a Mormon be? I guess that was the question.
There you go.
So we had this discussion with somebody about men sleeping around all the time, especially in show business, and I said, no, I know 2 men that didn't do that. And the caller who wrote a book was a guest. She said, who? And I said, Donny Osmond and Paul McCartney. Mm-hmm. They both said that in their biographies, that they weren't sleeping around.
Yeah.
Let's see.
About men.
I think there's plenty of examples of it. I mean,
Yeah.
Again, it's. I think Chris Rock said it. It said, when you have fame, you have a lot more opportunities than a regular guy.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
You don't have to have fame. You just have to have a guitar and be standing in the lounge singing.
Exactly.
Trust me.
Go get him, Larry.
Let's see.
About men with friends or something.
Oh, yeah. Keep your male friends, but let them know she has top billing. Okay. So, in other words, you're going to go out.
You don't have to tell them. It becomes a known factor. I mean, when you
All right,
reach
here's
that
an
point
example.
in your relationship, everybody knows.
I can think of an example. You're at the wing house and you're watching a football game with your buddies, right? Your phone rings and she says, the toilet's overflowing. Can you come home? Do you go home?
No.
No?
If you're already living together, she better be top priority. I'm talking about if you're dating.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. 2 different things, yeah. Well, it's sex and relationships. There's nothing about sex in this whole thing. All right, next one.
Well, one link leads to another, I guess.
Oh, here's a good one. Personal hygiene is part of the package.
Yes. Yes.
Do you really need to say that? It's harder to meet a woman if you stink and you dress like a slob.
There are people that don't shower. They just.
What? And this guy Weinstein. Every time I see a picture of this guy Weinstein, his face looks like he hasn't shaved in 4 days. Right?
Well,
the whole guy is just he's fat, he's ugly. I think he's been ugly since he was like 11. All you have to do is read the accounts and what he did with a potted plant. That's all you need to know about Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, I didn't read that.
No.
Can you tell it on the air?
With a ficus tree, he relieved himself into a ficus tree.
Oh.
You didn't read that?
No.
In front of a woman? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just read the accounts of what people are saying about it.
Oh.
Gee.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay.
He's
just a pig.
All messed up. Yeah, I think he just has a lot of issues. So.
Hope you had a few tissues, too.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Never insist. Oh, this is a crazy one, not a queer one. Never insist she tattoos your name on her body. Never. Does this happen?
Well, sure.
Look, honey, we can only go so far until you put my name on your butt. I mean, really?
People do that. Women will tattoo the fellas' names, and fellas will tattoo the women's names.
Before they have a real relationship?
Because in one of their minds, they think that relationship is real. Look at the mannequin going by the...
I cannot. I personally think the tattoos are disgusting.
Yeah, not a fan. I know one woman that she was dating I don't know if he was Oriental or what he was, but she tattooed his name in like Japanese on her leg, and they're not together anymore. They had a child together, but they're not together, and there it is. It looks so ugly. In the
what it says?
Japanese characters, that was his name.
All right, the last one. Don't underestimate the power of getting the girly things. Roses and poetry go a long way. Don't underestimate the power of the girly things.
And chocolate.
You gotta prove that you're well-rounded. You have to be a real being at some point, so that she knows that you can defend her. But you also have to be soft and tender, so that she knows she can cry on your shoulder.
What do you get? When you're picking out a card for your wife, do you get the funny one or do you get the really serious one that makes her cry?
Oh, and look, Larry, I'm a veteran in marriage. Okay, I write my own.
Oh, good
letters.
for you.
Well, there you go. Does it rhyme?
This is why I'm still married. No, it usually is just some, random sentences that I throw together, and that, because I wrote it, it means everything.
It does. It does if you personally write it.
There you go.
What do he
And
say?
I told my wife, I said, I think cards are stupid. I think wrapping paper is stupid. So, yeah, my wife probably hasn't gotten me a card in a long time.
Really? Wow.
I think birthdays are overrated. Yeah.
Do you know?
I think all that kind of stuff is just a waste of time.
All right, I have something to tell you about cards from me. When I do give somebody a card, I always draw their name on the envelope.
Very artsy looking.
When my mother died, I was going through all of her stuff.
The problem with that is now, are you stuck keeping the envelope?
My mother kept every one. I'm telling you, that's where I was going with this. Yeah, she kept every one.
Yeah.
Then I threw them away, but after
That's a lot of pressure on the person. How long do you keep a card? Well, I don't know. Larry threw my name on it tonight.
Oh my gosh. It's so hot in here. We got the air conditioning guy coming today.
In an hour. He's supposed to be here at 9:30.
All right, that was kind of fun. Galen, first of all, let's thank Palm Garden of Ocala and Penn Flooring, the important announcement that Galen gives us each day to remind us that donating blood is the only way we have a blood supply. That's how lives are saved. It's as simple as that. So thank you for doing what you do, Galen. Where's the Bloodmobile today?
We're actually closed to the public today. The donor center's open at 6, and call us at 622-3544. We're right there on Silver Springs Boulevard, adjacent to the Cascade. So just please come by and give the gift of life and donate blood.
Yeah. Are you by chance going to Disney World at all this holiday season? It starts tomorrow and then
Plan on it.
No?
Don't plan on it. No.
They have a couple things they're doing new this year.
Oh, yeah?
What was the one thing I didn't read on there?
The 7-story Christmas tree.
The 7-story Christmas tree, the projected images on
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror.
It's a toy terror.
Oh, and they have adult drinks. Is this something new for them?
No, they've had adult drinks before.
Oh, they have? Okay. Didn't know that. They're called Let It Glow, adult beverages. Let It Glow.
Oh, well, that's new. Let It Glow. I'll have one of those.
All right, Galen. Hey, thank you for what you're doing, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, sounds great. Thank you, guys.
All right, we will be right back.
Bye, all.